Hi there, I'm Ben, and welcome to part 7 of my full platinum walkthrough for Alan Wake Remastered. We're still in chapter 3, this is the second and final chapter of episode 3, so we are going to end it with this one. So at the end of the last video, we sort of finished off there with the cutscene, and then you will be in this truck, or outside the truck, and it'll be daytime, which is nice, because nothing's going to try and kill you while it's daytime. Now, this first part of the video is roughly about 7 minutes long, and it's going to be daytime. There are going to be things to collect. It's fairly straightforward. Oh, that was a bit rough, the drive in there. But with the second part of this video, we're going to be trying to get a trophy that I didn't think was going to be possible, but it was. I managed to get it. So, yeah, at the beginning of this guide, in the very first episode, I said there was going to be a trophy we would have to try and redo. Now, you can get it because you're going to see me get it in this video. There is a chance you might not because you don't know the game maybe as well as I do, so you might not get it, which is fine. You'll just have to replay this specific chapter now, mirror peek at any point. Just do it on easy and do it, but I am able to get it in this video, which is excellent. So it doesn't start yet, but we need to get from when it turns night until the end of the chapter. We've got half an hour to finish it. I've had a quick look at sort of the time. There's some cutscenes and things like that don't count, and also pausing doesn't count. It stops the timer. I think I did it in about 28, 29 minutes, something like that. It's close, and that was with grabbing oh, that was rough. And that was with grabbing everything, all the collectibles as well. So it is possible. It's more than possible if you're not doing that. You can do it in about 20 minutes, probably 25 minutes. So I'm going to be rushing through the second part. I will be here, though, obviously, with commentary, and I'll tell you where all the collectibles are, because some of them I am getting quite quickly and moving on because of the timer. So that first thermos there, of course, you saw me get that at the edge of the chair there, and then you want to stop up here and grab this radio. Oh, got stuck on the thing there as well. This radio, of course, I'll bring the stats up for that. There we go. So we're on 8 now. Yeah, so this first part is just kind of driving to the museum, switching cars now. And yeah, once the nighttime starts, it's kind of a mad rush to get to the end. I wasn't sure while recording. No, that was me checking the notes while driving. That's why you don't use your phone, text and drive. That's why. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought, oh, I'll try it and see if I'm able to do it in the half an hour and grab everything, and I was able to. So there is a bit of a mad rush, but I'm here to make sure that you don't miss anything along the way. So yeah, when I do start it, you're going to want to make sure that you pause. If you're watching this video and just kind of working along, doing a bit, moving along or whatever, make sure you pause. Don't let the game idle, because the timer's going to be counting down. You want to pause it and stop the timer. So this is no, we've got another stop after this on the long way down. It's another stop for another radio here up at the top. So we'll just turn this one on and check the stats again. So yeah, we're not under the timer yet. I will obviously let you know when the timer's going to start. Roughly, I think there's two sort of points where it starts. They're about 30 seconds apart. I think it starts as the phone call happens as opposed to when it ends. Just take it that when the phone call starts, because that's when the game is actually sort of, you're back in the game controlling Alan. So I'm guessing it starts then. So drive just a little bit down, look for the red tower on the left here. This is going to be our final stop before the final destination. You got to run all the way up the top of here. No, I don't know what happened there. That wasn't me. That was the game. I just got completely stuck on the wall. Yeah. Manuscripts. Yeah, so I will be grabbing absolutely everything. I was very surprised I was able to make it, to be honest. We'll also be getting, there's a certain fight or area in this game where you can get quite a few trophies, but we are under the time limit. But because you can restart checkpoint, it restarts your timer. So we're able to get a few trophies out of the way while not affecting the timer as well, which is great. But that's all coming up later on. So this is the final drive now. This is the final destination here. Bright Falls, Coal Mine, Museum. So there's a few signs around here. There's one ahead on there, there's one here, and there's one on the actual building. This is the only one that counts, so read this one and check your stats afterwards. Make sure you got it. Should it be on 7 now? And then quickly, there's a Thermos here. And then there's a Manuscript Page on the way in. It's just going to be on the floor up here. So once we get into this building, there's going to be a cutscene and you're going to get a phone call. And that's when the timer starts. So be ready. Again, you don't need to, if you want to take your time and grab everything and see everything, then you don't need to do this trophy right now. You can just restart the chapter, mirror peek at any point later on, put it on easy and do it then. So now, I think the timer starts now. As we have started, there's a checkpoint reached there, but you can't move until this phone call stops, unfortunately. We've got to jump over that chain ahead of us there and sort of go down the chute. So you can't jump while on the phone, unfortunately. So, once the phone call stops, that's when you want to go and run for it. So this is why I'm not sure whether the timer starts at the beginning of control or at the beginning of the end of the phone call. That doesn't make sense. After the phone call. So now, anyway, we're able to go. So mad dash for the end of the level now. So I will be shouting everything out as we go. So if you go down here, go to the left, look for the Thermos, and make sure you grab this Thermos. There's loads of bits around here. Random thing just hit me. That shouldn't happen, but it was just a random something hit me. I'm not sure what. There's no enemies in here. Then we're going to hit this switch, open up the hatch, and go down. So the first part is a bit messy here with the first sort of encounter we've got coming up. But it's fine. I'm going for speed over trying to look good. That's my excuse. So yeah, grab this Manuscript Page. Obviously, there's a bunch of ammo here if you need it. Flares ready. You've got your tank here if you want to use this. Probably shouldn't have used the shotgun to pop it, but that's kind of what I had on anyway. No, he's coming. No, pop the flares. So you have to do this encounter. I'm going to push them back, get a couple of kills with that. He's not down, is he yet? No, he's still got the shield up, even though it wasn't doing the circle thing. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit at the beginning here. It's a bit of a mess, but got there. Now I'm moving towards here because I know something bursts through here, and I thought, oh, I'll be able to just quickly run. But no, this thing actually wakes up first, and it's landed on top of me. So I am shining the torch here to get rid of it, but that was lucky because that can kill you. Yeah, so I was waiting for that to happen, and then I was just going to run past, but that didn't work, did it? So yeah, kill them both quickly. Flashbangs are going to come in very helpful for later encounters, so we can just kind of buy ourselves time and just run past certain things, which is what we're going to be doing. These two, quickly. There's no collectibles for a minute. We'll be getting trophies next, so don't worry about collecting anything. You're just running at this point. There's 2 possessed items underneath us. You can just run for it. Just go run, and go for the door, and don't get stuck on the pole. If they hit you, it's fine. It's just a little bit of damage, but don't need to kill them. Now this is the point where you can get quite a few trophies out of the way. A lot of combat trophies out of the way. So you're going to see there's going to be a checkpoint as I move towards this Jeep here, Land Rover. There, checkpoint. So there's lots and lots of canisters here, as you can see. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be getting the explosive kills, the sort of environmental kills out of the way here. So I'm just going to farm it. There's quite a lot, as you can see, there's quite a few enemies. So it's probably best to kill this first one because he arrives too early, and then the rest sort of bunch together. And once they're bunched together, that was a bit too early really, I only got the one. Yeah, what I do is I use that one and then try and run back to this one and see if I can get some more, and then just restart the checkpoint, or let them kill you, whichever, it doesn't really matter. We're not quite getting there. There we go. So you can see I'm doing lots of dodging here as well. So I'm going to get the missed by a mile trophy in a moment. So the time is actually reset now to the checkpoint, which is great. So you can keep doing this. You can get shotgun kills. You can get your 4 times flashbang kill. You can get your 4 times... oh, we haven't got the flare gun at this point, but the flashbang kill you can definitely get here. You can also get the driving trophy out of the way. Kill 15 enemies while driving if you want to. It's not necessary. I do take the Jeep at the end because it is quick. You can see I'm going to get the dodge trophy here. There, missed by a mile, so that's dodging 20 times. You'll get that at some point. Don't worry about getting it here. So I do die here, but it's fine. Going back to the checkpoint, I was just trying to shoot that. So this is my final one. It'll take you more than this, more than, what was this, 3 times. It might take you more. It did for me. This was like attempt number 5 or something like this, something like that. So I've just kind of skipped those out. All I did was kept restarting checkpoint, shooting this one, and then the one behind, and keep doing that until you get the collateral damage trophy. So I've got them all bunched together. How many do we get? 2. There we go. Collateral damage. That's the only one you need to really worry about. Just get done here. And at that point, restart again, and then we're actually going to go and do the level now. So take the Land Rover because it's quicker. Obviously, you can try and get some kills with this if you really want to. Just slam into this guy here. I don't know what kind of happens there. That's a weird sort of. I just went for tried to run up the stairs and it didn't work. Anyway, so that's why I've taken the Land Rover, because there's going to be a lot of possessed items and taken on the way back as well. So it's just quicker. It's a time thing. So you want to get in quickly, turn it around, and take the left-hand path. There seem to be fewer possessed items that way. And they all just sort of bounce around. And then this is quite... I take a lot of damage very quickly here. So quickly get out. And there, look at that. I do not know what hit me, but that was nearly all of my health done in one. The idea was just to get out and run, but that did not go so well. Right, so once you clear over the fence, you're good. There's going to be some enemies jumping out from the left here. I do have flare gun. Sorry, I apologise. We do have it from the previous chapter. So if you do have that, you could have got that there as well. But we just need to get through the other side of this door. I'm getting bombarded with all sorts here. Not too slick. I was a bit concerned with my health as well because it hadn't quite regened from the previous attack. That was a terrible shot. Good God. It's not like using a shotgun or anything. Yeah, so I'm just trying to... Like I said, it's just trying to be quick and it's not working out, is it? It's trying to be quick, trying to remember where everything is at the same time. So this one you can do quite quickly. Another good place you could probably get the flare trophy or the flashbang one if you need to. I'm just getting these kills in. And then up the ladder. So I've actually got collectible coming up. 2 very quickly close together here. So I've got a coffee, thermos, and a manuscript page. Can you guess where the thermos is? So quickly grab that. So it does pause while I'm showing that is paused the timer. We've got to open that gate, so you've got to come into here and quickly open that, so don't go towards the gate just yet. Grab whatever's in here. Don't need them. Keep going. So there are some more flashbangs here. Grab those because they're going to help out a lot. There's some stuff on the floor, so watch out for that. And there's going to be 2 groups of enemies here. So we're going to flashbang both just to get rid of them. Collect them together a bit. There's 3 guys here. Yep, all 3 done. And then here there's going to be, I think there's a big guy in this lot. Yeah, there is. So yeah, there's a couple of big guys here. He manages to rush straight through me. That's how ridiculous that charge attack is. You can just rush straight through a flashbang. Let's get rid of those fairly quickly. Carry on down the main path. And I thought I saw a little glimmer there on the left, but it's actually here, the manuscript. Just off the main path, so grab that. And we've got supply chest next. So just keep running up the main path. And you're going to see the yellow paint is going to start appearing, telling you there's one coming up. So yeah, you thought it was stressful with the stamina not being able to run. Try being under time pressure. It's even worse. So you will get attacked after opening this one up. So at the top, go to the left into the mine. You're going to find a chest here. And you're going to get attacked. 4 of them. I shouldn't have stopped those 2. Should have just gone for... should have aimed for the big guy as well, to be honest. Two was good enough. And there we go. So there's a thermos here. So if you carry on towards this wooden stairs here, this bit, be a bit careful because it can waste a bit of time. So jump off and then sort of slowly walk across. And then probably don't do what I'm about to do now because I nearly die. Wow, that was close. I have jumped off there before and it did not take that much damage last time. But that was close. But yeah, if you can restart checkpoint. If you think you've been slow in an area, then you can restart. And obviously try and get a better time. Or if you fall off there trying to get the thermos, restart the checkpoint and try and do a better job. So you saw I've just picked up the pump action shotgun. It's a bit weird changing weapons in this game. You need to kind of hold circle. It doesn't do it immediately. You have to just stand there and hold circle for a second. I'll just kind of slow these down. So I'm heading towards this building at the left. So it's kind of the far left corner. So if you run straight up the hill, you'll eventually get to this. But this isn't where we need to go. There's just a thermos in here which we want. So I'm going to clear the way a bit. Grab the thermos. And then you want to be coming out the door here and just kind of heading straight. So down here. There's going to be all guys. It's one of those areas where they spawn infinitely. So flares are really good for this, by the way. If you want to just get away from enemies, then you can just pop a flare and keep running. So if you keep the kind of cavern on your left, then you're going to get to where you need to get to. Oh my god, to miss with a shotgun again. There. So now moving on. So if you keep the cat sort of hold the gap to your left, then you get to here, and then you're going to get surrounded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys. So I'm not going to try and take them on. I'm just going to chuck a flashbang and move on. That'll do. It's fine. They're not going to follow you, so don't worry. There's a light up here. So this is kind of a mini boss fight. It's one of those ones that you that keeps disappearing and dashing around you in a circle. You can completely avoid this fight. You don't need to do it. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to see him appear. It's kind of a new enemy. It's not really a boss fight per se. They are very annoying though. So they're those ones that kind of disappear on you. They have a big old knife as well. Fisherman as well. So it's a bit weird that he's here. So yeah, just run for this top thing here. So I'm going to pop some smoke, and that's going to allow you to hit this switch unhindered and get the checkpoint. So completely avoid that. You don't need to fight them, and just keep moving. And you get to the kind of an abandoned town.
The place was dead, a ghost town.
Oh, What we barns here. So this car's going to wake up, so you might want to get rid of that. In fact, yeah, get rid of the car, because you need to make it across this bridge and you don't want it to hit you as you go. Manuscript on the bridge, make sure you grab that. So there's going to be 3 things in quick succession here. So you've got the manuscript, you walk over the bridge or run, look for the sign here, get the sign. Check the stats, make sure it's registered. 8 should be on. And then run to the right and then into this building to get a thermos. So quickly moving on. Stick to the tracks. Now there's going to be a few possessed items here waking up. Don't need to bother with them. So I'm moving to the left hand side. I'm going to use this lamppost as kind of cover for the fridges or whatever they are. They are fridges, aren't they? Try and get them to hit the thing, which is what happened there, and then just run. Now if you kill the fridges, this tractor thing wakes up, and we don't want that. We just want to move on. Right, switch to your flare gun if you have some. You should have. And then this is kind of a boss section. This train, we do need to kill this for a trophy, so both sections you'll need to do. So just hit it with a flare each, and that'll be it, trophy. You can of course use the torch, but flares are a lot quicker. And once you've done that, quickly run behind this building, grab the thermos, then inside the building to get the key to open the door so we can move on. So yeah, you could technically skip that fight, I suppose, but it's just so quick to do it. And of course we need the trophy. TV, that's going to automatically turn on as you come in. So you should be on 8 with TVs now as well. Get the rifle if you want it. Personally, I think it's better than the shotgun. And then no enemies for a minute. We're just going to run up here. And the next thing we're going to get is a supply chest at the top of this ladder. So if you run towards the edge here and then stick to the left, you're going to get a text message. He's going to read it, and as you walk, you can just keep walking and go and get the chest. Go on, put your phone down. No time to look at messages. Right, this is the bit with the this is the bit with the birds. Now you can skip the birds pretty much. Have your flare gun ready if you want, because they're obviously the best thing against birds. But for the first one, it's going to. It looks like you need to take them on, but you can just run across this bridge, and then you're going to get them appear again. If they do start flying towards you like that, yeah, then you'll probably want to fire a flare off, maybe 2, just to stop them. And then be careful on here, dropping down. And run, and then you're going to get more birds turning up. Just ignore them and run. Doesn't matter if they hit you. Oh no, he's knackered again. And drops straight down this hole into the mine. Now here's one of the bits that I was kind of concerned about, because we have to take quite a decent diversion to go and get a manuscript page, which is when we go into the main part of the mine here, this bit, as it opens up. We need to go straight on to continue, but to get a manuscript page, we need to go down here, and it's quite a way. So I was concerned this was going to take up quite a lot of time. It does. It's probably about a minute just to come down here and get a page and back. You'll know when you're going in the right place, because you'll start hearing Alice's voice, and Alan will start having a breakdown. So just keep running all the way to the bottom. Or running, then walking, running, then walking. Right, and then when you get the cutscene at the bottom here, look to the right and find the manuscript. So there were a couple of instances where we have to go quite out of the way. That's why I wasn't sure whether we could actually make the time or not. But if you are pausing and doing exactly as I do, you should be good. And maybe do cleaner fights as well. Right, once you're back at the top, go to the left now. And follow the path around. And then there's going to be a fight in a moment. There's some flares there. Don't actually need any more flares. So as you drop down, there's going to be a manuscript. And then we want to start this fight off. So head to the right. Now we're going to skip this fight as well. So get the flare gun ready. That's all going to drop down. You'll need to slightly move towards this to get him to spawn in. Maybe a bit further. There you go. There are going to be some dropping behind you as well, but you can ignore them. Just hit this guy with a flare and run past him. No need to do the rest. Just checking they're not following. And then immediately go left here, round this rock to get the Thermos. Now we'll leave the mine. So you'll need to be quick. You'll need to learn this part as well. It's not difficult, but it's kind of a puzzle. So you want to go left, not right. Left, not right. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle almost. But if you know what you need to do, you can do it quite quickly. So you're using this elevator to move it up and down so you can get to the other side. So you're going to be moving it up and down a lot. So bring it down, jump across, go up the ladder. And then bring it up so it just twists there. That's where you need to head. And then up again, but not all the way to the top. Just up slightly, a little bit more there. Only 10 minutes left. That's 10 minutes of the video. Yeah, I've got to get the trophy before then. And then once you're up at the top, you're going to want to kick this ladder down and then drop down just to save those extra few seconds rather than climb, because climbing takes forever in this game. And now you want to move it all the way up to the top. Well, not all the way, it will keep going, just enough so you can get across. And that's it, that's the mine done. So here's another instance where we need to go out of our way to get a manuscript. Again, another time sink, which is not the best. Kick this down. That was a weird kick, but got there in the end. So we need to go down, but to actually get a manuscript, we need to go up. And it's on top of this section here. I don't know why I keep picking flares up. I don't really use them that often. I've got loads. And this is the end of the episode at the end here as well, so we won't be keeping them. So manuscript, I could probably drop forwards. Had I just dropped off forwards here, I probably would have survived. I'm pretty sure you would, in fact. But I had to climb down because I'm pretty sure if you dropped off the back, you'd drop further than obviously the bottom of the ladder. You'd be landing near the flares and probably die. Now we'll move on. Yeah, more birds here. You can ignore them. Maybe pop a flare once you get to the generator to stop them coming for you. But you want to make it to this generator and quickly start it up. Not only for the checkpoint, it's actually going to bring the lift across.
Oh, great. Another cable car.
You can see at the bottom there we're on tin can 6 of 5. That obviously makes no sense, but you should have the trophy now for tin cans, but there are more than the 5 that we need. There's 12, so I will be showing a few more to make sure you definitely got it. Bit of gun swapping. Couldn't figure out what I wanted. Flare gun for the birds? No, I should be okay with the torch. Here they come. Oh no, do we go? No. Do we go with the flares? Oh, we do go with the flares. I don't think I bothered. They're not coming back, obviously. Now this ride is not going to go according to plan, so that's why I've got the shotgunners ready as well, because it's about to collapse. Here we go. So you shouldn't take any damage. I have taken damage in the past, but it was a bit of a weird situation. You should be fine. You shouldn't take any scripted this, but it can happen potentially, so don't worry if you do. And this is why I've got the shotgun ready. There's 2 guys. Here they are. So I'm going to quickly get rid of those. And then there's going to be a train car drop down here. If you stick to the left, it's not going to hit you. It's going to roll forward, so watch out. So stick to the left. And then we're going to get the checkpoint. Get whatever's in here. Don't need it. And then the tin cans are up here where you would have landed had the cable car not snapped. So just moving on. Follow the path. We're going to just hit these 3 guys with a flashbang and completely ignore them. Here they come. And pop. There we go. That's why the flashbangs are so good. Oh, come on, Alan. You're nearly there. And then this sign here, make sure you read this. This is sign number 9. Quickly bring up the stats, make sure it's counted. There we are. Good stuff. Now we are nearly there. Very, very close now. You can see this thermos just on the left. You can see it flashing on the peak over there. That's where that's our next thing we're getting. But this is going to be an ambush bridge. There's going to be a big guy appear behind, and 3 small ones, or the normal ones, at the front. So you want to quickly run across, obviously, the big one behind you. Maybe throw a flashbang, see if you can get rid of the 2 small ones at least. He's still alive, of course he is. And then move towards the peak here to get the thermos. Now running back towards the main path, stick to the left and look for this rock in the corner. And behind this rock is going to be a chest. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, yeah, I was going to say, do we actually need any more? Yeah, there's one more fight coming up. It's quite a quick one. Manuscript, very obvious, obviously, on the way there. So we've just got the thermos and a manuscript left. Plus we should hopefully get the trophy. Or I know I do, hopefully you do. Come on, jump. Now's not the time to get stuck on the environment. So knock these 2 things down so you can carry on. Now this building I'm about to go to is very dark, so you might not be able to see what I'm doing here, but I'm going to break this door down, and then I'm going to the left. There, you can just see to the left, there's a ramp on the left wall. Go up the ramp, You're going to be back in this room in a minute. There's stuff everywhere. There's quite a few flares and things like that in here. If you need any, you should be okay. If you don't, this is the last fight in here. It's quite a big one, but you can just flashbang your way through it. So just drop through the floor. This has to happen. So get it to start. You're going to be surrounded. So obviously flashbangs are going to be the best thing to use here. So just keep dropping them. There, I've just got the big guy left. So get rid of him. Now on the stairs, another couple are going to appear. So you can flashbang in preparation. I was probably a bit late there because I was trying to run. Yeah, just a couple there. And then, yeah, I was really trying to push through and get... Because I had no idea whether I was going to make it at this point or not, time-wise. And drop down, and once you drop down and get out, go to the left. Now, if you... a bit of a weird thing, but if you are short of time or you think you're not going to make it, don't go for the Thermos straight away. Run towards the this fence here and see if you get the trophy. And it should pop anytime now. There we go. So meet the deadline. So hopefully you get it. If not, you'll just have to replay this entire Mirror Peak chapter. So that's from when it gets dark up until that point. Should be half an hour or less than half an hour. And there's the final page on the way down. So we're at the end of the chapter and the episode. So here's everything you should have stats wise. I haven't used too many batteries here, have I? Quite a few birds killed, but all the rest is kind of normal at this point. Everything's good. We're on our way. So just make sure the collectibles are the same. That's the most important thing. And then yeah, just move towards the end of the chapter and episode. So it is the end of an episode, so we will get a trophy for that. I'll show that just to make sure you get it as well. I don't know why you wouldn't, but yeah, just to make sure all of the trophy pops are on camera as well, or captured. And yeah, once you get down here, you should get a cutscene. I'm obviously not going to show it, but I'll skip to the end of episode thing that you get. And once you do the end of episode, you should get the trophy Wheels Within Wheels. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.